Greetings, my beautiful lovelies. It's Emmy. How are you? It's great to see you and welcome back. Today's video is sponsored by Helix Sleep. Helix Sleep are the makers of premium mattresses that are customized to suit your needs and delivered very conveniently right to your doorstep. We've had our Helix Sleep mattress now for a couple years and we are getting terrific sleep. And we found our perfect match using the Helix Sleep quiz, where you can enter your sleeping preferences. For example, I am a side sleeper, I prefer a firmer style mattress, and I share my bed with my husband. My husband also took the sleep quiz, entered his sleeping preferences, and the quiz came up with the perfect compromise. And we matched with the Helix Sleep Dusk Luxe. We've had it over a couple years now and we're getting terrific sleep. Our backs feel supported. And at this point, our entire immediate family has Helix Sleep mattresses, along with friends and family who are also reporting getting great sleep as well. So besides getting great sleep, what I really appreciate about our Helix mattress is that it arrived packaged in a cardboard box, all nice and rolled up. So it was really great and easy to get up our narrow flight of stairs, and I was able to install the mattress myself. All Helix Sleep mattresses are fiberglass free. They come with a 100-night sleep trial to make sure you love it, and they have a 10-year warranty, and there are financing options and flexible payment plans. Helix Sleep offers 20 unique mattresses, including their Luxe and Ultra Premium Elite lines, along with Helix Plus for big and tall sleepers, along with Helix Kids. And if you live in the US, shipping is free. Helix Sleep is currently running a Labor Day sale and you can receive 25% off your purchase. You can click the link down below, or you can head over to helixsleep.com/emmymade to receive 25% off your purchase for a limited time only. Big thanks to Helix Sleep for sponsoring this video and for allowing me to make better videos for all of you. Alrighty, my lovelies, I don't know where you are, but where I am, it's the last little bits of summer. It's a beautiful time of year here in New England, just beautiful temperatures and gorgeous sun and just the last vestiges of summer, but I am loving it. You can feel fall in the air, especially in the mornings and in the evenings, but it is still warm enough to cook outside. And today I'm finally going to use a gadget that was sent to me by Lovelies Ken and Mitsuno. Thank you so much for sending this to me. They sent this to me years ago, but it was sitting in a corner and I had forgotten about it. But this is a Quik-Cook Grill. I remember seeing the infomercial for this on television back in the 80s and 90s when infomercials reigned supreme. It even has the "as seen on TV" sticker. And this is a grill that is marketed as being very portable and easy, but most importantly, you don't need any charcoal to fuel it. You can cook using newspaper. It says it's 5 times faster than charcoal, cooks fast for tailgate parties, seals in natural juices, it's portable, you don't need any fuel or starter, and it pays for itself in fuel savings. So I'm going to be cooking some burgers on this. I think it's ideal for that. It comes with a little flipper / grill top. In the original infomercial, it markets this cardboard box as a handy dandy carrying box that you can reuse and use to carry your grill around. So inside there's some newspaper. I think Ken and Mitsuno might have included it because it's dated from 2020. Thanks for including the newspaper, because you can't find newspaper like you used to. People don't use printed newspapers much anymore. We have the cookbook. All of these great appliances from yesteryear included cookbooks and instructions. Imagine that. It does not look like it's been used at all. Oh, this I think is separate. What is this? This is a slice. What is this? I don't know what this is. I think this is another gadget. What is this, guys? This is not part of the Quik-Cook Grill. All right, tell me what this is. How does this work? All right, we'll have to do some research. Wow, I've never seen that before. If you've missed my other kitchen gadgets, you should definitely check them out. There are lots of vintage gadgets, and I love figuring them out and then testing them to see how well they work. Ow. Here we have an adjustable rack, so you can put things of different thicknesses, and we have handles that telescope out. So you can package it easily, and then we can use these to flip the food over. We have 3 pieces. This is sturdier than I thought it was going to be, and that goes inside this. 1 more piece on top. The bottom is sealed. So that's it. Basically, it's like a chimney starter. This shape allows tons of airflow into the cooker through the sides, and then it'll cook up our newspaper, and then we'll cook our meat or food on top. That's it. Super simple design. Place a sheet of aluminum foil on one side of the grill. Tuck it under the edge about 1 inch to secure. 12 to 14 full sheets of newspaper into 4 to 5 inch size balls. I love the specificity. So you want the balls to be pretty compact. Place them in the bottom of the grill, but don't pack them too tightly, it says. Light the uppermost part of the paper after the entire top of the paper is flaming. Then place the cooking grill on top with the foil side directly over the flame. Cooking begins immediately. Cook with foil side down for the first 3 to 6 minutes. And that's it. Just cook until your food is done. All right, my lovelies, I am back with my cook burgers, and they took about 13 minutes to cook. So when it comes to beef, I like my steaks cooked medium rare to even rare. I like them nice and juicy and pink inside. But when it comes to burgers, I like them more well done. Unless I have ground the beef myself, I like them more fully cooked. I love that you could just put your food right on the grill right away. Didn't have any problems with ignition, and adding additional fuel was super easy as well. In terms of ease of use, it couldn't have been easier. So I snuffed out the cooker by putting a baking sheet on top, and then you can just dispose of the ashes in the foil, but make sure it's completely cool before doing so. So today I'm going to be cooking burgers, and more specifically, I'm going to be tasting a burger that comes out of this great book, The Great American Burger Book by George Motz. This book is incredible because it shares so many hyper-regional burgers from the US, and the stories are interesting, and it's just a real treasure. I feel like if someone were to ask what is the national dish of the US, people would probably say hamburger or pizza, but to me it seems like the hamburger, something about that iconic image of a hamburger. But today I'm going to be making a very specific hamburger, and it is called the Nutburger. It's served at Matt's Place Drive-In, in that little place right there in Butte, Montana. Now, some of you may know I lived in Montana for a short while, loved my stay there, but never ate at Matt's, didn't know about Matt's, but they serve the Nutburger, and it is served with chopped peanuts mixed with Miracle Whip. Apparently, Matt was inspired in the late 1930s after taking a trip to California and seeing burgers that were served with peanut butter on them. If you've never had it, try it. It is fantastic. I am a fan. I do it regularly, just a smear of good old peanut butter on your beautiful burger. It's just extra savory and delicious. Beautiful combination. And so because Matt was inspired by that, he came back and created the Nutburger. And according to George, the author of this book, he knows of no other place that serves the Nutburger. So apparently what they do is they take a mug and combine the chopped peanuts from the sundae stand, and then add a dollop of Miracle Whip, mix it up, and then put that on the burger. Original Nutburger is a smash burger, which is my favorite style of burger. Really, really, really thin patty that's smashed on the grill top to get a nice crispiness. But since we're using the Quik-Cook, we're going to opt for the thicker style of burger. So to make a Nutburger, we need some peanuts. I have some plain roasted peanuts here. I placed them in a plastic bag, a nice heavy one, and then I used a rolling pin and crushed them. The rolling pin actually does a beautiful job at chopping up the peanuts. You can get all your aggressions out by beating them with the rolling pin. I was really impressed how well it worked. Now, I don't know if any of you know this, some of you might, but one of my favorite ice cream combinations ever is just vanilla ice cream with hot chocolate fudge and chopped peanuts. Adore. And I've always chopped my peanuts with a knife. Not anymore. I'm just gonna be using this technique. So much faster and easier. Don't have to dirty up a knife. Everything stays in my bag. Now we're gonna add a dollop of Miracle Whip. Miracle Whip brand salad dressing, as it's called. It's mayonnaise, but it's sweet. It's not my favorite. It's very, very popular. A lot of people like to put this on their sandwiches. It's sweet, significantly sweet. And George says if you don't have this where you live, you can just substitute mayonnaise with a good healthy bit of sugar in it. So I'm gonna add this much to this. We want it to be kind of creamy, and oh my gosh, a 2-to-1 ratio of nut to Miracle Whip. Yeah, you want it nutty? and creamy, right? But this is probably down to personal preference ultimately, because if you want it to be creamier, make it creamier. I like that you don't need any tools to use this grill. You just use the flipper that is the grill. Not a lot of charbroilness there, I have to say. Have some lines or impressions from the grill, but not really any char marks. Let's see how the other side looks. The other side has a little bit more. Okay. Now, our nut sauce. George shows this very generously applied to the burger, so let's do that. Never have I ever. It looks almost like natto or something. Alrighty, my lovelies, my first time using the Quik-Cook Grill and the first time I've ever had a nut burger. Here we go. Happy end of summer. Itadakimasu. Mmm. That's curious. Surprised how kind of alien all of that experience was. The Miracle Whip I was expecting, and it is quite sweet, but it's also tangy too. So there's like a sourness. And then you get a huge nuttiness from the peanuts. But more surprising was the crunch. Lots and lots and lots of little crunch. And less beef. Maybe I put too much. Let's try this side that has less. I feel very conflicted. I was prepared to adore this burger, but instead I feel conflicted. All right, let's try this side that has less of the nut topping. I put too much, yeah. A little overzealous with the nut spread. When you put just some on there, it's terrific. It's a great combination of nuttiness, of course, from the peanuts, but it goes really well with kind of charbroiled smokiness, which you actually get from the newspaper in the beef from newspaper. It's a good combination of just that nutty and smoky. Nutty and smoky work so well together. Just don't put as much as I did, or just have it so concentrated in one spot. Instead of just having it piled on, smeared more like that. So simple. Smoky, beefy, nutty, and crunchy. I think the best part of this topping is the crunch. The Miracle Whip does not make it overly sweet, surprisingly. Even though I put a healthy amount in there, the saltiness from the peanuts and the saltiness and the savoriness from the beef, perfect foil. I have to say, I want a little bit of onion though, but I think I always love onion on my burger, so just a little bit of onion, if it's a dehydrated onion or a slice of onion. I cooked with the Quik-Cook Grill, worked exactly as advertised. I was impressed how quickly everything came together. I think this would be really fun to use at a tailgate because you don't really need a lot of stuff to prep the thing. Once you're done eating all your burgers, you pour your cooled ashes into your foil, roll them all up, make sure they're completely cool, throw them away, and then that's it. Pack everything up. Really portable and easy, although it probably is covered in soot. So I would imagine a pair of, gardening gloves or some gloves would be nice. Otherwise you're gonna have like black soot all over your hands. But so it goes when it comes to barbecuing. Alrighty, my lovelies. Thanks so much for watching, and big thanks to Helix Sleep for sponsoring this video. Take advantage of their Labor Day sale. You can click the link down below or head over to helixsleep.com/emmymade to receive 25% off your purchase for a limited time only. Thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed that one. I hope you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media. Get in touch with me. I love hearing from you. Like this video, subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Toodaloo. Take care. Bye. It's definitely not peanut butter. Uh-uh.